Muy buenas a todos, ¿cómo estamos? De Invincible, capítulo 3, espero que os esté molando la serie. Suscríbete al canal, activa la campanita, dale un like al vídeo, comenta, ya sabes que ayuda un montón en eso. Y además participas en los sorteos de 10 euros en Kinguin, ¿vale? La verdad que al principio de cada vídeo. Tenemos aquí a la mascotita que se llama Bolly, y vamos a ver por dónde continuamos. Vamos a ver, entendido, sin cambios. Estamos buscando al último compi, creo, Ghostic, creo que se llama. Tenemos ahora un compañero. Quizá debería activar la de esta, ¿no? Está para allá, ¿no? Vale. Ahora que tenemos este compi.
The only surface structure reported. The detector's measurement is very clear. I'm going straight on. No crossroads?
No, es el rastro, entiendo, ¿no?
Not yet. Just one thick, tangled vein.
Pinta que es para la derecha. ¿Lo he visto? Vengo de detrás para acá. Pinta que es por aquí, ¿no? Esa es la pelota. Ahí está la estructura metálica, otra estructura metálica. Interesante, ¿no? El tema. Parece que luego continúa para allá. Vamos a ver qué hay aquí.
The probe detected something.
I see that in the readings. What is it exactly?
The structure from the notes. It fits the description perfectly. Well done, Bully. I knew I could count on you.
Well, we didn't bring it to the surface for no reason, even in the first stage procedure.
And now I'm going to apply for my own.
As soon as you find Dr. Gorski, I'll
Cuando
see
le
to
toco
it
aquí, yo
myself.
mismo me encargaré de ello.
How about that point? What does it look like? What caught the doctor's attention?
Parece un andamio subterráneo. Parece un orgánico hecho. Parece un andamio subterráneo. Parece orgánico, pero hecho de metal.
It looks like some kind of organic formation. A root system? Maybe these structures have the ability to expand. Somehow.
Shouldn't they be organic then?
Ah, that's the problem. They look organic, but they're not.
Vale. Punto 3.
The next point, the third one, is a metal bundle running along the bottom of some water reservoir.
Interesting. An object as such should be easy to locate.
Tanque de agua, estructuras subterráneas. La más grande está ahora dentro de la colina de 150 metros, señala como bandera. Vamos acá. La herrera, ¿no? ¿Habrá vida alienígena aquí? Algo tiene que pasar. Quizás sea un gas. Ojo. Ah, es agua, ¿no? ¿Otra estructura metálica aquí? No. No parece haber nada. Estanque.
Water was mentioned in the note, around the third point. And I have a matching object here.
Right. So how many are left?
2 points. Or at least that's what he told Koval. What he did next, it's hard to assess.
But the battery in the detector lasts for only a few hours, so he couldn't have gone much further.
Actualizar el guión, el diario, ¿vale? Pero no lo mío, porque habrá puesto básicamente lo que ha dicho, ¿no? Ahí delante. Huellas de zapatos.
Gotcha. I found his tracks. Finally, some tangible evidence that he was going this way.
Good. It's downhill all the way, Doctor.
I wouldn't be so sure, Astrogator. The next point is at a height of approximately 100 meters. Definitely uphill.
Explora aquí el alcance de Gorky.
I think I'll catch up with Dr. Gorski on the other side.
Well, that wouldn't be such a bad scenario, right?
Of course not.
Allá arriba hay algo, ¿no?
I wouldn't mind if we bumped into each other before the climb. I think we have the fourth point.
Y estructura metálica detrás, ¿eh?
I confirm. It's the fourth one. I see our flag.
Y esa estructura metálica. Acabada ahí en punto.
Hi, Bully.
Para ir para allá, ¿no? ¿Por aquí podemos ir? Porque para allá también hay lío, ¿eh? Voy para acá. Eso es una zona volcánica. Tampoco nos vamos a un volcán.
The structures undergo noticeable changes here.
También
If it
notable
keeps
la
growing at this
estructura.
rate, I don't know what I'll
Sí,
find at the
no
end.
sé qué va a ir.
What kind of growth are you talking about, Doctor? Depth, width, complexity level?
In
Altura.
every aspect.
Interesting. Do you think these veins lead somewhere? To something?
I'm leaning more and more towards that conclusion. But I can't tell what we might expect at the end, if it ends at all.
Hay una zona ahí abajo que no me he explorado, pero no sé, yo estoy yendo al grano, tío.
Whoa, hey, easy there.
Un poquito pesadita la órbita esa, ¿eh?
Three, two, one.
The land is departing.
Yes, they're on their way. Thank you for your assistance. Without your help, it would have taken much longer.
What's the plan for the second flight? The same place?
That would work best. Certain, proven. When you and Dr. Gorski come back, I'll send the lander right away.
Pensaba que me la estaba liando, ¿sabes? Pensaba que me estaba traicionando y abandonándome, no creo, ¿no?
What's the rush? That was for the probe. Excuse me?
¿Te imaginas que nos ha dejado tirar el perro? Moribundis. No creo. Levanta la mano porque la sonda da por culo, ¿eh? Ojo, ¿qué es aquello? A la otra bandera, la otra sonda. Bueno. Y pinta que por allí también se comunica.
I've reached the top. The doctor discovers something new from here. Something he called bushes.
Huh. I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Yasna. You're the one who reported it to me. Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I
No lo
don't see
recuerda.
anything like it now, sir. Wait. Koval noted down the parameters.
Punto 5.
Azimuth 350. Distance 200 meters.
Copy that. I'm sending the probe.
Esto. Visible del punto 4. Arbustos negros. Ojo.
Got it. I see the bushes.
And the doctor?
Hard to tell. Visibility is poor. It's going to be harder than before.
Otra sonda, ¿no? ¿Hay allí?
Doctor.
When it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable yet?
Of course. I set the environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destination. It'll guide you along the defined path. The calculations will only take a moment.
Hay una sonda allí, ¿no? No la nuestra, ¿no? Sí, la nuestra. La nuestra, que rápido llegado, bueno. ¿Qué quiere que haga? ¿Que vaya para allá o qué? Vamos para allá.
Hi, Bully. Lead the way.
Vale, la sonda estaba allí, ¿no? Qué rápido se mueve todo.
I must say, it's a clever device, this probe of ours. Hey, can it fly for this long?
Yes. Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds like the perfect research unit. Maybe even better than a human.
Well, let's not exaggerate.
I don't know. For me, it's only a matter of time before machines surpass their creators. The only
Supuesto.
question is when.
Por supuesto.
We have a problem.
Something serious?
Huh. Maybe it's true that machines will surpass us. But not today. The route determined by the algorithm goes over a chasm.
I can repeat the command.
No. I'll go around.
Unfortunately, this is an outdated model. Such mistakes are inevitable. But the perception module itself has already been greatly improved. Its accuracy
No sé,
increases
veo un poco
exponentially.
innecesario esto.
Exponentially. Can you imagine us, proteinaceous creatures, developing so quickly, sir?
No, not in the course of evolution. You can't perfect a person like that.
That's right, you can't. We wait thousands of years for visible changes.
Oh, have you started to fear for your position?
Well, everything indicates that the clear distinction between humans and robots will soon disappear.
And then what?
La capacidad de los humanos aumentarán. Las máquinas tendrán sus propios derechos. Los robots empezarán a crear robots.
Well, if we assume that they'll surpass us, things will get complicated. Because in order to program a brain with computing power equal to that of a human, you need a brain with computing power higher than that of a human. Ergo, a man cannot make a machine smarter than a man.
Then who else would design it?
Self-learning algorithms, some spontaneous process, or pure chaos. Something inhuman, that's for sure. Shh, Astrogator, can you hear that?
Oye, eso.
What am I supposed to be hearing?
That's the point. Nothing. Silence. We're talking about robots, and Dr. Gorski still hasn't spoken on the channel.
Well, I don't know. He must be a long way from here.
Bueno, hay vida. Robustos. Soy bióloga. Soy la más indicada para estar aquí. Ojo. Desprenden algo, ¿no? Vamos a sacar esto.
These bushes are kind of weird.
You better stay away, Doctor. I'd like a brief description. Just keep a distance.
Allow me to use the language I would use to describe living forms, sir.
Of course.
So they look like pituitary, brush-like formations. They can be singular, though in some locations they
Sin
create
embargo,
a
en algunas de
uniform
las ubicaciones
thicket
crean un
that
matorral
covers the walls of the
uniforme
ravine in a
que cubre las
rusty,
paredes del
brush-like
desfiladero,
layer.
formando una capa. No me da tiempo a leerlo, tío.
They grow out of cracks in the bare
Crecen
rock.
en la grieta de las rocas.
They're high, more or less, from 1 to several meters. That's how
Como
it looks,
palmeras.
to put it briefly.
Would you also venture to guess their significance? Some function, purpose?
Un sistema de defensa. Reunir energía, quizá.
Staying on the topic of biological analogies, which in itself is already a major scientific distortion.
Yes, I understand. These are not real plants.
But if they were plants, those protruding parts climbing up, they would serve to obtain energy, mainly solar.
Energía solar.
Astrogator,
Un túnel.
Gorski's not here. I'm afraid he continued to explore. And if he went where I think he did, he might have lost contact with the camp as well as Dragonfly.
So we will most likely lose contact too.
Possibly. Well, there's only one way to be certain. It's your decision, sir.
Please continue your search. We have to find him.
Espero que no vuelva.
You may lose another crew member.
If you think so. Turn back now.
No, I won't. I can't leave him. It's just... I'm concerned.
It's understandable. Only a fool wouldn't have concerns.
Vale. Vamos a perder contacto con el otro por el túnel.
The line's breaking up, but I understood. I'll let you know, sir, when I come out of the tunnel.
Es que salimos. Si es que salimos, brothers. Ojo. Ojo las plantitas. Estamos solos, ¿no? El saltamontes ha pasado el tiempo, ¿no? Parece. Parece que todo va bien, en cambio.
Roger that. All systems work.
Altitude 5,000. Ignition 10%. I record data dropout, but otherwise still...
No sé si está gritando, pero por lo demás todo bien.
Copy. Entering final.
Descenso final iniciado. Ya hemos tocado tierra, ¿no?
Hopper has landed. I repeat, Hopper
Repito el
has
saltamontes
landed.
iniciado.
Astrogator, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Any side effects?
Con efecto secundario, ¿cómo de
All
aterrizaje?
good. Spine still in one piece. No signs of overstrain. Not even shortness of breath.
Hopefully the hike to camp goes just as smoothly.
¿Y este skip que me han hecho?
I'm going outside.
Visibility?
100%. The dust has already settled.
Entiendo que hemos
I've located the second lander.
Entiendo que hemos
Our
superado
people
el
are still
túnel,
on
pero
this
no me pregunta el
planet.
doctor, ¿o qué?
Very good. I was afraid they might try to fly off.
Sir, something's wrong.
What is it?
The hatch is half open. Did they report hydraulics failure?
How should I know? You were the last person in contact with the crew doctor.
Right. I'm inside.
And how is it?
No podrían haber vuelto aunque quisieran. No nos queda...
Even if they wanted to, they couldn't go back to Dragonfly. Their lander looks damaged, to put it mildly. Or more accurately, it
Se
seems
ve
like a
exacto como si
storm
hubiera
has
una tormenta,
passed
lo hubiera
through it.
atravesado.
Understood.
¿Qué cojones? ¿Está donde estaban los tipos? ¿Dónde estaban los tres cuerpos?
That means...
Hopper is the only vehicle that can take us home. Affirmative.
Right. Well, then we can't afford another mistake. I'm taking the lander into orbit. I'll send it directly to the camp as soon as we find a suitable landing zone.
No deberíamos estar aquí. No los apañaremos.
We've gotten out of worse than this.
Continuamos hacia el campamento.
Equipment breaks from time to time, that's normal. But now,
¿Pones,
Go
tío?
ahead. What's bothering you?
this lack of communication, it takes too long. Especially considering there's a cyberneticist amongst them.
Yes, it worries me too.
Qué raro, ¿no, locos? Y aquí tenemos algo, la T. ¿Y la pelota? No sé, tío. Me estoy rayando. Creo que ha habido una especie de lapsus. Que cuando me metieron en el túnel. ¿Será un bucle, tío? ¿Será un bucle? ¿Será algún tipo de paranoia mental? Y no estamos ni en el espacio. Estamos en una cama. ¿Oh? Qué vistas. Eso es agua, ¿no? El suelo no está marcado, no se ve, ¿no? Como que ha perdido potencia la máquina.
Whoa. Damn. You were right, Cobble. It's beautiful here.
Esto es lo que estaba viendo el otro, ¿no? Cuando nos habló mientras estábamos en la nave en el flashback. No sé, no parece que tenga esto... El sonar ese no vale para nada porque no refleja ningún tipo de rastro. A la derecha. Yo voy por la izquierda.
I have an object in sight.
Un objeto de la vista, ¿dónde? Ah, eso.
This is where they searched the ocean's biocenosis.
Meaning, oh, where they caught that fish, right?
Yeah. They stopped here first, then walked along the coastline northward.
Correct. But I think you might consider taking a shortcut towards the east, straight to the camp.
Copy that. Heading east.
Aquí entiendo, ¿no? Continúa caminando hacia el campamento, hacia acá, ¿no? Qué paranoia, brothers. Más bonito. Ya puede ser buena la historia. Esto está basado en una novela, ¿vale? Está basado en una novela. Es por acá, ¿no? Sí. ¿O no? ¿Qué es? ¿Calada? Vale, nosotros tenemos que ir para el otro lado. Tengo que para allá. Perdón, basura.
They stopped for a break.
How do you know? Are there any signs of the crew?
Alguien ha estado fumando aquí.
I found a cigarette butt and a pack. Someone was smoking here,
So, they didn't give a damn about the regulations.
disrupting the ecosystem.
That's not the point. I understand you want to minimize the effects of our interference here, Doctor, but the mission's safety is at stake. I don't think I have to explain to you the dangers of igniting a dusty atmosphere. Preserving the integrity of Regis III's already extinct ecosystem is not a priority in this scenario. Negligible, actually.
Creo que ambas son importantes.
Security procedures exist for humans. The rule of integrity is for the sake of everything alien to us. We shouldn't place one above the other.
You're saying, Yasna, the mission and the safety of our people have the highest priority. Always.
No hay rastro aquí, tío. Es una actitud muy de santurrón.
Always? Are we really that self-righteous?
Of course, Doctor. We must be the most important to ourselves, and they must be the most important to themselves.
Pero para acá, ¿no?
They will be. In the end, the strongest will survive. Isn't that how evolution works?
O para arriba.
Not in a biological sense, Astrogator. Besides, I'm not convinced if we should interfere with everything alien to us just because we can.
Doctor, interference
Pero
is
doctora,
at the
interferir en la
heart of
escena de la
human
naturaleza
nature.
humana, Dios santo, Dios
Man would
santo.
still be a monk.
Excuse my
Vaya
interruption.
discusión más
sir.
tonta.
Can
Disculpe la
you please
interrupción,
confirm
pero voy a
that I'm on the
confirmar
correct route?
la ruta correcta, on the night.
Yes, I confirm. This rate will reach the camp within an hour. So, continuing.
Vale, para la
Yes.
derecha.
We have a nasty nature. I can't argue with that.
Es lineal realmente, o sea, el juego es lineal. Tiene una historia y está bonita, narrada. Es decir, no te deja explorar, no tiene sentido explorar. Lo único no lineal sería que podéis ir por aquí o podéis ir por aquí. Pero bueno, el resultado es el mismo.
Found a convenient passage.
Camino inaccesible.
Please speed ahead. We still have a long way to go.
Well
No
then,
lo camino.
you should save your breath, astrogator.
Vale, a la derecha hay agua. Y a la izquierda hay camino. No es profundo, ¿no? No. Es para la izquierda, ya lo sé, pero bueno. Es lo que estaba diciendo, no tiene sentido que explore. A ver, por aquí, no creo que pueda subir. No. Más vegetación allí, al fondo. No tiene mucho sentido sacar esto, así que lo vamos a quitar. Y esto por si acaso suena, pero tampoco. Sí, lo vamos a quitar, que sea limpito.
What is this?
¿Qué es esto?
Astrogator, I found a peculiar inorganic structure. It looks like some spiky metal growths.
¿Cuál?
Artificial plants? Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
Oh, I've never seen anything like this. I wish I had time to run some tests.
When the situation is stabilized, we will take samples. I promise.
Y hay que recordar que cuando metimos en el túnel y tocamos las plantas, hubo un lapsus de tiempo. ¿Ves? Y vuelve a pasar.
I feel nauseous. Suddenly. That's not it. I feel
Darkness.
darkness. Hello.
Bueno. Vale, hemos ido de las plantas y se nos ha ido la vaina. Es que si me meto por ahí... Bueno, pues hay que meterse. Pensaba que se me había quitado porque me he metido en la... Porque he salido, ¿sabes? No. Hostia, tú. Mira que había sitio. En vez de agarrarse ahí, o sea, te vas a agarrar a una planta que no sabes de qué va. ¿Me entiendes? Ah, ya estamos en el túnel otra vez. Este es el túnel, ¿eh? Del principio. Paranoia, ¿no? Hemos roto la rama.
Are you there? Over. I guess that's a no.
He vuelto.
Is everything all right?
Yes, yes, all good. We're already in the infirmary on life
Ya
support.
están en la enfermería. Los encontró. Creo que llegué demasiado tarde. ¿Hemos dado alguna reacción? ¿Hemos dado alguna reacción?
How about their reactions? Have they regained consciousness? I mean, maybe one of them said something.
Unfortunately, they're still unresponsive.
No
I'll let
responden,
you
¿no?
know if anything changes. I'm doing an EEG on them right now.
Ya los han llevado a la base, a los otros, a los tres, ¿vale? Al cadáver de la tipa y a los dos compis que están peleles. He preguntado, la tía está muerta, poco hay que decir, pero los otros se habían respondido, por eso bajo esa opción.
I confirm. Gorski was
Pues
here.
estuvo aquí.
His rope is still hanging from the slope.
That's a good sign. Since he left it, he intends to come back this way.
Why hasn't he yet? Going down after him. Tell me one more thing. When it comes to Marit, are you going to use a grave tapper?
Yes, I am considering that as a possibility. And what is your opinion? A report.
One sec. Oh, I'm at the end of the rope.
Isn't that good?
Not at all.
What do you mean?
I'm stuck. I'm hanging with all my weight on the rope, away from the wall. There's still a fair few meters left to the ground.
Can you go back?
Using just my hands, strapped with all this extra weight? No, not a chance.
What if you sway?
No good. I can't reach anything.
Any other ideas?
I can just jump off.
Is that safe?
A substantial fall on unsteady
Pero,
ground.
pero este aparato no hace que te frenes. Lo quita y lo pone, lo quita y lo pone, va soltando y lo pone, ¿no?
So let's take
¿Es un
a moment
seguro?
to analyze the situation.
I'm thinking, if Gorski went down this way and didn't break anything,
Yeah, we don't know that, Yasna. He could keep going even with injuries.
Y Kevin solo se muere una vez.
okay, this is a waste of time. You only die once. Here we go.
Claro, sueltas y lo vuelves a poner, ¿no? Ah, que la cuerda se ha acabado, ¿no?
What's happening? Did you fall?
I jumped.
Status, please. Can you walk?
Yes. No fractures.
Please stop for a moment.
El cable se había acabado, ¿no?
Make sure you're all right.
No, there's no need for a delay. Dr. Gorski is waiting.
We had our last contact with Regis a few minutes after noon. Even then, Dr. Gorski was walking alone.
¿Qué es, tío? No hay que
Communication
decir,
blew up shortly before he got here. He didn't take a tent. Anyway, what's the idea of doing it alone?
This place is amazing. It's all made up of these structures. Except they don't look like creations of nature anymore.
Maybe that's why Dr. Gorski, not to mention the Alliance.
Well, if we're looking for something on this planet, this could be it. These structures form entire
espejos de
multi-story
varios pisos de
complexes.
altura.
They look
Parece de una
like
ciudad.
a city.
Are you saying that
No. There's no point in jumping to conclusions yet. Oh shit, they're telling me to glass cracked.
I wouldn't worry. What matters is that you're fine.
Anyway. Dr. Gorski set up the flags.
So, he kept going, despite the lack of communication with the rest.
You'd have to see it with your own eyes, sir. This place. Gorski may have lost himself in his discovery. Are you receiving a signal?
What signal?
From Dr. Gorski.
No, none. Why are you asking?
He tried to open up a connection, set up a transmitter.
There's nothing on the comms, but I'll check the record history. Please give me a moment.
Terrible.
Left or right?
Qué locurote, ¿no? Había algo aquí, ¿no?
All right. I'll squeeze through the passage.
2 more hours.
Huh?
That's all Gorski has left of oxygen, at best.
And at worst?
He's just finishing it up. Though it all depends on his activity.
If I remember correctly, there was a risk of methane poisoning.
That's right. According to Dr. Krauter, negative symptoms can appear after an hour.
Qué paranoia
Maybe after a few
de sitio,
hours.
tú.
I think you'll find Gorski by then.
Let's hope so.
No te pinta que ver nada, ¿no?
No. No point in going back this way. I see the probe. Has it found anything interesting?
The thermal scan lights up at your position. Other than that, it's one big ruin. Everything's cold, dead, and very, very old.
Puede ser a todo esto. ¿Tú te imaginas estar aquí, tío?
It's a bit like Pando.
¿Qué es Pando?
What? I have
Satélite.
no idea what you're talking about, Doctor.
A colony of populous tremoloids. American aspen. The new trees grow not from seeds, but from rootsuckers of old trees. As a result, it's one giant organism, thousands of years old.
So you're in a dead metal forest.
Huh, that does sound bizarre. So maybe.
Doctor, something has been recorded after all. But there are plenty of errors in the transmission header. It's hard to say whether this is a message from Gorski.
Well then, sir, play it. Maybe we'll finally find out what's going on with the doctor.
Let's hope so.
Gorski to base. I repeat, this is Gorski.
Respondan.
Base, come in.
No doubt, it's him. Now let's keep listening. But as soon as you report anything, Doctor, I'll stop the recording.
No confirmation again. I report.
Estructuras geométricas que...
Geometric structures that thicket of bushy, pointed rods and slats.
Lo que estamos viendo nosotros, ¿no?
But not only molybdenum, carbon, tungsten, all together similar to a giant integrated circuit. A million swarm of tangled cables.
Bueno,
Electric currents, polarity.
Magnus.
There are more traces, this time handprints, and a drop detector.
What? Did I hear you right?
Yes, sir. You heard me right. As if you fell and then crawled on all fours.
Bloodstains?
No, luckily nothing like that.
Maybe let's go back to the recording.
Maybe once upon a time, centuries ago, petawatts or exawatts of power flowed this way. To compare with something, it's probably a machine. Some kind of information collective structure. Maybe it was some kind of electronic brain. It makes me think of the Nyrans. A race of extinct sentient beings. Supposedly, they knew about light astrophysics centrifugation before we invented the wheel. They had to
Vale,
save
por el otro lado.
themselves from the explosion of Nova. They sent ships. The remains of those ships have been found, ash to a chip glued together. I've seen hypothetical schematics. The structures here remind me of those.
I found something. Again.
I'm listening.
I suspect Gorski might have damaged his suit. No one of sound mind would decide to go down this way. And yet Gorski...
Well, let's hear what else he discovered.
Moving on. Readings.
Well, that's it.
Hostia puta.
Ouch!
Hombre,
Yasna, what is it?
I took a shortcut.
On purpose?
Not really.
No puedo estar tan alto, ¿no?
Well, that's it. What follows is just a humming noise. Any thoughts, Doctor?
So far, it all leads to one conclusion. This is not a place for a man. Nor for any humanoids.
Then who is it for?
Maybe it's really an alien technology. Those Lyrans.
As far as I know, all information about the Lyran civilization is just guesswork. Many consider Lyrans to be just a myth, so I wouldn't take it too seriously.
Well,
Finally!
I think there might be something to
I have
that.
its position.
A visual?
Not yet. Gorski, are you here? It's me, Yasna.
Still not.
Yeah. I found his backpack. You know what that means, sir?
Yes, he's without
No tiene oxígeno.
We must hurry.
Almost there.
Bueno, ¿ves?
There he is. Got him. He's not moving.
Está vivo, está vivo.
Gorski! Gorski! Look at me! His eyes are closed.
Is he breathing?
He's alive, but barely.
Did he react in any way?
Saturation is within the lower range. Risk of tissue hypoxia.
Other reactions?
Gorski! Come on!
Calm down, Doctor. Get him out of there. The probe's already looking for an amenazas.
Saca al doctor. Está vivo, por lo menos.
Okay. Let me just...
Aquí va por su mochila, ¿no crees?
I'm pulling him out. Done. He's out. I activated his SOS. You should pick up a transmission with his parameters, sir. Well?
The transmitter in the suit must be too weak.
Should I retrieve his booster from the backpack?
No point. Better to set up a relay.
Un relé.
We have to do it anyway so that Toma can land in this maze. Have a preliminary scan of your surroundings. There's an open area nearby. You have to move Gorski there. The probe will guide you.
Antes tengo que ponerle oxígeno.
But he's not stable. I must share my oxygen with him, Astrogator.
You need a spare for that. The protocol doesn't provide for connecting two suits at the same time.
In that case, I'll give him my tank.
Negative. I won't allow it, Yasna. If you faint, the doctor won't carry you.
The membrane looks intact.
What did you say? I didn't hear.
Hold on, Gorski.
Please repeat.
Don't be angry, sir, but
Le hemos dado nuestro oxígeno, ¿vale?
after careful consideration, I gave Gorski my tank. We still don't know when you'll send the lander, so I can't leave him without oxygen.
Doctor, I explicitly told you not to. Never mind. Let's hope Artie can finish the job if you're both unconscious.
Y la pregunta del millón es: ¿por qué no cojo yo su mochila? Es que no sé si la puede coger, pero se lo da por si acaso no podía cogerla. La mochila está aquí atrás, ¿no? No, vaya. Creo que la hemos liado, ¿eh, chavales?
Are you out in the open already?
Sort of. Yes.
Once you set up the transmitter, I should start receiving Gorski's signal.
Instala el relé.
There it is. Pulse, heart rate, saturation, almost within the range. Now, mark the place for the lander.
¿Qué pasa ahora?
What was that?
I don't know. Everything is shaking. No! No!
Una pelotita me ayuda.
I caught the probe. I'm... Fuck. Flying.
Pero qué paranoia, ¿no? Yo creo que hemos hecho bien darle la sonda a la botella de oxígeno al doctor, ¿eh? Si no hubiese muerto ahí. Imagínate ahora para volver atrás, ¿eh?
What was that?
Limpiate el cristal. Eso es.
Astrogator.
Estoy bajo tierra.
I'm underground. It's hard to determine my exact
No puedo
location.
determinar mi situación exacta.
Novik,
¿Novik? ¿Me recibe?
do you copy?
Me recuerda esto a Interestelar, la película, tío. Así que, señores, como ya vemos 45 o 48 minutazos de vídeo, lo vamos a dejar por aquí, ¿vale? Para que no se alargue demasiado. Si os está gustando el juego, por favor, dejar un likeazo, dejar un comentario, decir lo que parece y recordad que estamos todos los tardes en Twitch. Se os quiere, gracias por la compañía, besitos. Hasta el siguiente vídeo. Hasta el siguiente vídeo.